Hi, it's Mark here, Tuesday, January the 27th, going on 10 a.m. Eastern. That's going on 3 p.m. GMT. US session well underway and going into the closing stages of the European session. And let's have a look and analyze and have a look how the US dollar is performing today. And as you can see, big red candlestick, the sell-off, which has been in place since last week, is not only being maintained, but if anything, picking up speed and momentum, and a strong sell-off again today. I've got resistance at 97.09. I've got support at 96.18. I thought relevant to put up the RSI indicator. You can see the relative strength index, and we use this to ascertain when whatever we're trading, whatever instrument we're trading, is either at an oversold or overbought level, and meaning that we can expect some kind of a correction at that point. The oversold on the RSI is a reading of 30 or below. And if you have a look at our RSI on the daily chart on the index, it's sitting now at under 26, which is extremely oversold. So wouldn't be surprising to see a bounce at this level, if not a retracement, something close to a reversal, and buyers step in. If buyers do step in, first target on the upside would be to break above this 96.50, try to get back to that 97 level, where sellers will look to see if they can even extend the sell-off to the 96 level. But certainly very weak US dollar again today and going into the US session. Let's have a look at the majors, starting with the euro against the US. And here you see it again. You can see that the buying euro, selling US dollar, weak US dollar continued yesterday to start the week, and a strong push up today and added to the strong uptrend. I've got support at 118.49 and I have resistance at 119.52. That's over 100 pips already, which is more than the average true range that we generally see on the Euro US. And again, look at the RSI reading. I'm having a look here, and the RSI, if you look down here, remember on the index, we saw it oversold below 30. The other side of the coin here would be overbought, and overbought would be a reading of 70 or over or thereabouts. And here we're seeing a reading of 74. So clearly overbought. It's already more than the average true range. Don't know how much more or higher it can go. Sure, it can go higher, but wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of retracement, turnaround, or bounce down off these levels, and sellers possibly step in and maybe look back down at this 119 level. Let's have a look at the pound against the US. And there you see same thing. Buying pound, selling US dollar, picked up steam today, a strong move again. I've got support at 136.62. I've got resistance at 137.78 and testing that level right now again, over 100 pips already, which is more than the average true range that we generally see on this pair. And my RSI reading is at 75, almost 76. Everything indicating that we could be overbought here and possibly a turnaround, retracement, or push down from these levels. We'll see how that plays out during the rest of the US session. And then we have the US against the yen. You can see the weak US dollar, selling US dollar, buying yen. I've got resistance at 154.92 and I've got support at 152.85. Well over 100 pips. Here, my RSI is reading 28, definitely oversold already. Again, we're going to see whether this can maintain, whether sellers can maintain selling US, buying yen. If we're going to see some kind of a turnaround here, a possible fight back or bounce up off the support, buying US. We'll wait and see if US dollars do or can step in. And then let's have a look at the US dollar against the Canadian. And unsurprisingly, we're seeing a very same pattern. We're seeing selling US, buying Canadian. US fought back very slightly yesterday, but not able to maintain. Selling pressure again, strong Canadian. I've got resistance at 137.41, and I have support at 136.29. Over 100 pips, way more than the average true range that we generally see in the day's activity in this pair. I've got RSI sitting at 29, also under 30. So in all cases, we are seeing weak US dollar. We're seeing it pushed to the extreme on the index against all the majors. They've reached the average true range, meaning the amount that normally moves in a day, already more than that on all of these pairs. We'll see whether the US dollar can fight back at all or whether it maintains at these very weak levels against the majors. A fight back, maybe extend the losses further, but we do have our relevant resistance and support levels to work with. Good trading.